So 2 out of 3, like what Meatloaf says, it ain't bad. Okay, now what we're talking about is a profitable strike rate when it comes to the punt. And that is all going to depend on your odds. Now, if you're hitting at 25%, you need odds of $4 to break even. At 50%, you need 2, and at 75%, you only need odds of $1.33. So now when you hear someone saying, oh, anyone can tip or pick a favorite, or anyone can pick short odds, but you can't make money on it, what's the unit's profit? Now, part of this is completely false. If you bet on, say, tennis, for example, and you place 5 wagers at $1.30, and you got 4 out of 5, you're hitting at 80%, you'd return 5.2 units and make 0.2 units profit. So at $500 wagers, you've got $20 profit. Now this is a fair amount wagered for a small return, and unless you're wagering using an arbitrage technique, which I'll talk about soon, you're probably not going to be wagering that amount. So you do have to take that into consideration. Now on the other hand, for example, if you bet on AFL and you place 5 wagers at $1.88 and you got 3 out of 5, so you're hitting at 60%, you'd actually return 5.64 units and you'd make 0.64 profit. So at $500 wagered, you'd have $64 profit. So you can see how your percentage, your strike rate, is going to make a big difference about whether or not you're backing up those shorter odds and making profit. So I'm sure you're now starting to see how important knowing your own strike rate is, or the strike rate of who you follow tips from. Now you could be someone who loves to bet on roughies, and that's awesome. You can back horses paying $40 for the win, not a problem, as long as you nail a win 2.5% or more of the time. So when you hit, say, 4 or 5% of the time, there's your secret sauce to profitable punting. So do you know your strike rate? I know mine. When I'm hitting on greyhounds for the win, I know the strike rate of that 100%. I know the strike rate of my AFL analysts on the AFL exotics. I know the strike rate of my sports tippers on tennis, both on, say, grass and clay courts. Now I know this so that I know what odds we need to tip a profitable betting option. So let's talk about those odds, the other most crucial part to profitable punting. So looking at the market is the last thing that we do before giving out our tips, but it's one of, if not the most important things we do. And the reason being is that there's a minimum odds that we need to make that profit. For example, if I placed a wager on a greyhound for the win of $1 at odds of $2.10 and it lost, I'm down $1. I placed my next bet on one at $2.50 and it lost, so now I'm down $2. My next wager of $1 is on a dog paying $2.10 again and it wins, so I get back $2.10, but I've spent $3 to get here, so I'm down 0.9. Now my strike rate isn't that bad, it's 33.3%, but I've lost money. So what if I made the same 3 wagers, but instead of $2.10, $2.50 and $2.10 again, they paid $3.10, $3.50 and $3.10, and that third bet won, returning me a small profit. So same strike rate, but higher odds. So on the greyhounds, I know that I can make a tip on a dog with odds of, say, $3, even though my strike rate is 29% for wins on the dogs. Now this is because my average odds are $3.93. So if I hit on a dog paying, say, $3, that's okay, because my next win may be on one paying, say, $4.50. So you can now see why the odds that you need are crazy important. You need to know how often you hit so you don't back a short price favourite and potentially lose money. We're all about making profitable punting decisions here. Now, I'd have about 50 greyhounds who would tick the boxes for me every single day. Good box draw, dry track, one on the distance of late, they're in good general form, and then lastly, I look at the market and they're short. They're under $3, and I have to cross them off my selections for the day. I mark them down to watch, but I know that I can't make profit on them. So I end up with, say, maybe 20 or 24 dogs who are over my minimum of $3 odds for the win, and those would be my selections. So if you get a hot tip about a mate's dog or a mounting yard late male and it's under your minimum odds, you need to walk away. It's hard to watch them win, but it's not going to bring you profit. In the next video, we're going to be looking at making the picks.